Aries, Aries. So, how are you doing? We're gonna get straight into your reading. Hold on, it's a bit low. That's better. Okay, hi Aries. So, welcome to your March message, though this is timeless, obviously. Okay, let's get straight into your message. Fire. Fire. Seven of Swords, class. Oh, Seven of Swords. But first, we actually had the Lovers. The Lovers and the Seven of Swords. Okay. Ah. Okay, hold on. So back in the deck, we have the Two of Wands. We've got the Chariot here, and then over in this corner, we had the Page of Cups and the King of Wands. Oh, sorry. The Seven of Swords is really throwing me off. Like really throwing me off. I'm wondering if, because the energy overall looks great, but it feels like there's something that's maybe out of place, but not really. Like, are you feeling skeptical at all? Or are you feeling are you feeling skeptical, concerned, overly cautious, perhaps a bit paranoid? Could you be overthinking recently? Do you need to take some time out? Like, could you be overthinking? Could you be overthinking and over complicating something? Over contemplating? There's just this energy of like you are looking into things maybe a little too deeply and maybe struggling to appreciate something for what it is, which seems to be very beautiful, very joyful, very simple, very exciting, very fun. It feels like there's an experience that you are having that is meant to be fun, that is meant to be fulfilling, that is meant to be playful, something that you are meant to be enjoying, something that is meant to be fun for you, an adventure for you, a good thing for you. But there's a little bit of like a skepticism around it. There's a lack of trust around it. I feel like you're looking at it with, this gaze, like you're trying to figure out how something could go wrong or trying to protect yourself. There's a bit of a defense up. And so the resonance isn't fully there. Like, it's a beautiful energy, but it's not able to fully ground itself because it feels like you are looking at it from like an outsider perspective rather than really being with it, rather than really being in the energy, being immersed in it. There's a little bit of a guard up. And I'm wondering, where is that coming from? Have you struggled to trust your intuition in the past? Has there been any type of trauma around feeling accepted and supported in your pursuits in the past? Specifically, when you were following your intuition, have you either found yourself being led astray or found yourself being rebuked or just it feels like there's some type of harm that has happened to your relationship with your intuition that now is leading you in this place where it's hard to flow with something. It's hard to trust the process. It's hard to follow it and fully immerse yourself. Like, it's not like you are stopping this thing from happening. I don't see you actually blocking this. Like, you're going on the journey, you're engaging, but I see a bit of a defense. I see a bit of a hesitation, a resistance. It's like you take a step and then you look around and you're making sure everything's okay. You take another step and you're checking in with your intuition and you're asking a lot of questions. It's just a very cautious energy, overly cautious. And it makes me want to ask you where this is coming from, because I feel like you are safe. I feel like this situation is good. I don't see anything wrong here. And if you are feeling a bit skeptical, I think that that's coming from another place. Sorry, Aries, I just got interrupted there for a second. Um, yeah, it just feels like your energy is a little pulled back, a little pulled away. Um, and I wonder if, like, I think that this has to do with the past. I think that this is being affected by your past. It could be ghosts of the past that are kind of lingering around in your energy and preventing you from being able to really trust yourself and trust this new beginning, or trust this experience that you're having, trust this journey that you're going on. I think that you could be projecting also. I see a little bit of like projecting negativity into something that's actually very positive. And it's not because you are trying to do that. I think you're just trying to protect yourself, but it's coming across as really, really, really cautious, overly cautious. And I don't think you need to do that. So I think that this is really more so just confirmation that you are safe and confirmation that everything here seems to be really good, and that maybe there's some healing that needs to happen around past hurt. And if you are someone who has gone through trauma in terms of your relationship with your intuition that has created a lack of trust within yourself, this is something to be aware of, to make sure that you don't self-sabotage. And this is something to maybe look into. Look at the experiences where your intuition, where your relationship with your intuition was harmed, and try to bring some healing to that. If there are certain ghosts that you need to confront and deal with, do that, because I see beautiful energy here, but it feels like you are kind of not getting to fully immerse yourself in the experience, and that's a shame, because especially, with Aries, you're fire, but I feel very, like, it feels flat and it feels dull, and I think that that's only because there is a defense, there's an anxiety and a protection. This is also, it's funny because I was just watching this video. If someone is a new parent, this could be anxiety that's stopping you from being able to fully immerse yourself in the experience, and that's not your fault. There are such things as postpartum depression. If that's something that resonates, then, and if that's something that you've been thinking about, this could be that. And I would really, really recommend being kind and gracious to yourself, and speaking to a therapist, speaking to somebody that can be helpful, a doula, whoever you're comfortable with. But yeah, I feel like there's a bit of healing that needs to happen here, because I can see you wanting to be immersed in this, but it feels like there's like a childlike spirit in here that doesn't feel safe. And it's not because you're not safe, and it's not because I'm not trying to invalidate how you feel. I think that you feel this way because you're sensing a lack of safety, but that lack of safety is a ghost of the past that needs to be confronted. It needs to be dealt with. Okay. Okay, so let's clear this out and see what else. Okay, Spirit. What else do we have to say for Aries? What are we saying for Aries? Aries. What is there to say for Aries? Aries. Ooh. Anything else for Aries, or do we want to continue on that fold and get oracle cards? I think we might want to continue on that fold and get oracle. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you need to strike back a little bit. Ask questions, dig into this energy. Every time you start to feel skeptical, ask yourself why. If this is not postpartum depression, because that's something where, there's outside help that's really helpful with that. But ask yourself why you feel skeptical, why you feel anxious, why you feel afraid, why you feel nervous, why you feel defensive. Where is that energy coming from? Is it coming from a legitimate place, or is it coming from a fear that has more to do with something that's been unresolved? Unresolved childhood trauma could really be, or past life trauma, or past relationship trauma. But I see healing. I see that healing is really, really going to be beneficial for you. And it's okay to take some time away from these situations to go deal with this, because that's better than self-sabotaging. So if you need to pause on these situations, as positive as they are, if you need to take a step back, I support you doing that, because the most important thing is that you get this under wraps. You don't want to self-sabotage. But you also have the key to set yourself free from this cycle, because this could also be a pattern that you're dealing with, where you tend to pull back from situations that are healthy and happy because of some type of resistance. And you need to figure out what is that underlying thing. You need to look into that. This is time for shadow work. That's what I see really clearly here, shadow work. Okay, let's pull some empowering cards. I'm going to get a card from the Work Your Light. Work Your Light. Let's see. Remember, this is a general reading, so this does not need to resonate with you. And if it doesn't, don't take this message on. It's totally okay to wait for the next one, you know? Okay. Spirit, what do you want to say to Aries, the Aries collective? Your season is coming up. That's exciting. Or is it already your season? It is already your season, I think. Congratulations. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I hope you are having a great one. Oh, this is interesting. Yes. Okay, I also want to grab some angel oracle cards. This feels healing. This feels very, very, very healing here. I'm happy because I feel like you need some soft energy, some nurturing, nourishing energy. This feels like a motherhood, mother wound, mother healing, manifestation. Interesting. Oh my goodness. Okay. Back of the deck, wow. Back of the deck, we have healing energy. Healing energy, raise your vibration. Okay, and then let me grab these things that fell on the floor. We have, wow, angelic protection, definitely, and honesty and communication. This could also be a matter of needing to speak what's on your heart. You can trust that you can share what you are feeling. Trust that you can share what you are feeling. And if you don't feel safe to share that you're feeling unsafe, that's probably not the type of relationship you need to be in. And not even because it's like the wrong person for you, but it's not healthy. Like it won't be good for you, and it won't be good for the other person if you can't be honest with each other. Or with this situation, if this is like a workplace situation, you should feel safe enough to tell your boss if you're uncomfortable with something. So we have a yes here. So that can be its own message. Yes. But then we have soul family. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Yeah, this is really giving you have support, and you have access to support, and you should take it. You don't need to deal with this on your own. That's also coming through with this angelic protection. And look again, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand behind you, keepers of the earth. Yeah, Aries, it seems like you guys are going through some type of healing process. This seems to be something that is deeper than what perhaps I can tap into right off the bat here. This could be something that could be ancestral. And I think that they are working with you to have you acknowledge this, really, begin to recognize this cycle and heal your way out of it. And it might come through communication. It might come through talking about it, talking about what's on your mind, talking about what's on your heart. Especially with this starseed card, what I really see here is you sharing, you opening up. It says starseed, what lights you up? But I'm also feeling like what are you feeling inside? That's what I feel like it's really asking. With this manifestation card, it's like bringing what's within you into the world. And that's also has to do with letting things go, releasing. I feel like there's a lot of release that needs to happen. You know, Aries is the fire and as the baby of the zodiac. Sometimes there can be a lot of pressure to really embody this go, 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 very easy, joyful energy. But just as you are the dolphin, you are the whale. There's a wisdom to you, a deep resonance within you, a history to you. Babies are so closely connected to the spiritual realm, so closely connected to their past lives. There's a lot of history there. There can be a lot of trauma there. You could be really experiencing, especially as this is your, as your year return is coming around for some of you, you could be experiencing the fullness of reflecting on your life and the patterns and seeing everything that's going on. And a lot could be being revealed to you right now. It could be an emotional time. And I think that this is an optimal time for you to create the space to be honest with yourself, to be honest with your friends, the people that you trust and love the most, your family. Be honest with your spirit team and talk about what's on your heart and get help to work through it. You don't want to repeat cycles of the past. You're moving beyond that. And I think that this is a time of empowerment where you can make empowered change, take empowered action towards healing what is here. Yeah, I think that you have plans that go beyond. You have things that you are meant for. You have dreams that you are meant for. And you deserve to be able to enjoy the manifestation of those dreams. And in order for you to be able to enjoy those, you need to be emotionally present. And I feel a guard. This could be mental health struggles. And I really, really encourage you to talk about it. You don't need to deal with this alone. You are not alone all over here. And in protection all over here. Speak about it. Talk about it. You're allowed to be emotional. You're allowed to go through pain. You're allowed to go through struggles. And you're allowed to talk about those. You are worthy of being heard and being supported. You deserve to be heard. You deserve to be supported. Reveal what's on your heart. There are people who want to listen. There are people who care for you and want to be there for you and want to support you. Some of you could be going through a Saturn return that's really difficult. Some of you could be really experiencing the energy of this full moon and of the eclipse that's coming up, or could just be really affected by the moon. I see lots of different astrological things here, but overall, I feel like it's important to encourage you to trust in the support that is waiting for you. Trust that you are not alone in this process and that you have such a bright life and year ahead of you, especially when you can get this off your chest. I think that it's going to be more relieving than you could ever know. And I don't think it'll be as hard as maybe you're feeling like it might be. Speak about it. You're not alone, and I'm sure that you will find community in sharing your story. Okay, Aries. I actually feel like that's just all I want to do for your reading. Look at that. Unbound, releasing soul contracts, releasing soul patterns and past lives. There's definitely a healing here. This is tough. This is really tough, but this is beautiful because ultimately it's going to result in a rebirth where you are fully embodied. And I really feel like you are integrating your emotional body right now. And it's a journey. It's a journey, but you are doing it and you're doing it beautifully. And for you Aries who are tropical Aries, you might be Pisces and sidereal. So yeah, that deep, watery, emotional energy is obviously there, heavily present. And you and Pisces are so closely linked, so I understand this. And then right after you is Taurus, who is also a form of the mother. She represents earth energy, the Empress. So very, very emotional, very intuitive, and lots of healing, being that portal space. Lots of energies come through you. Being a portal for life and for death is very difficult. And you are the same as Aries, being that beginning. You hold a lot of space, and sometimes it can be overwhelming. It can be a lot. It can be very taxing. You deserve to have that relieved. You deserve to have relief. You deserve to experience peace. And I think that serenity and peace and grace and ease is what is being called into your life right now. And you can really, really maximize this effort by sharing what's on your heart and being honest. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are protected. Seriously, you are protected. Healing, healing, healing energy. Listen deeply to what's going on inside. Listen to your heart. And expect that there is an incredible healing and incredible miracles coming for you when you're able to let these things go. When you release it, you receive miracles. You make space for miracles. Okay. Thank you, Aries. Okay. Bye. Oh, if you resonated with this reading, let me know in the comments below. Just sending you guys lots of love. Like, comment, subscribe if you like this style of reading. And if you want a personal reading, you can find the information for that in the description box. Okay. Bye, guys.